Let's talk about the difference between dyslexics and normal thinkers when it comes to learning to read and learning to study. It's like the difference between a manual car and an automatic car. You can be a manual thinker and it's like you have to go into the gears and you choose one gear and then you have to choose your second gear and you have to go into your third gear, etc. But imagine if you were taught to drive a manual car and the person teaching you only knew how to drive an automatic car. What would they do? And they go, right, okay, what you do is you go into drive and then you put on the gas and the person goes, oh, that's great, okay, I've got it. And then they get to the junction and they're like, oh my goodness, they stalled. They're like, what happened? And they're like, I don't know, must be something wrong with your car. If you were driving a manual, you would put your foot down on the clutch, you would stop yourself stalling. But let's say you're still in first gear and they're like, put your foot down on the gas and the car's revving, you're at 30 miles an hour in first gear and you're driving around everywhere in first gear because the person teaching you only knows how to drive an automatic. But imagine someone got in and said, look, you're a stick shift car. 1 out of 10 cars are stick shift cars. 1 out of 10 people are dyslexic. They're manual thinkers when it comes to learning how to read and learning how to study. And so they need to be taught how to go up each and every gear. They don't just push it in, they have to do their clutch control, they have to do their gas. So it takes a bit longer to learn how to drive a stick shift car. Doesn't mean that your car is any less powerful. You get stick shift Ferraris, you get automatic Ferraris. And so if you're a dyslexic thinker, you're a systematic thinker. You need to systematically go up these 4 or 5 gears and keep coming down them. So you need someone to get in the car with you and show you how to do the gears. Not to teach you everything about driving, but how to do the gears. If you get that wrong, you're stalling in the middle of the road and people are going, are you lazy? No, your car's stalled. Why is your engine overheating so much when it gets to 70 miles an hour? Because you're in first gear. Because you've not learnt to use the full range of your capabilities because you're just using the first gear in the manual transmission and assuming you're an automatic thinker. See ya.